What's up guys, it's Gift, just covering back a crappy video. We're back, we hit level 65, so it's time for this Broken Toe quest. Ring of Blood. It's not that difficult. The only tough ones are the Shadow Guy and the final Mogor. The Shadow Guy, we didn't find any green resist gear. Like some of this crap that we keep is like green resist gear. But we didn't find any cloth or leather shadow res gear, so maybe we can't even do the shadow boss yet. All we have is shadow res aura and the quest shadow cloak, and then the Mogor, this ogre. Like after you respawn him, he enrages and he hits for like 4k, like it's insane. And as far as I know, there's no way to dispel this enrage. Like, tranquilizing shot doesn't work, and arcane shot doesn't work either. We've made a T key with cast random trank arcane. I guess we can test it, but we've tested it on other mobs, and it doesn't dispel it. So I don't think you can dispel it. So the only way you can do it is just out DPSing him. And that's similar to, like, we've talked about Temporus in Blackmoor Ash. Like, Temporus enrages and he can just insta-kill the bear even with 20k armor. And like, that's where the warrior was okay, because we didn't even notice that Shield Slam was automatically debuffing his enrage. And then Warrior, the only thing Warrior is good at is high fizz single target, because he has shield block, and Shield Slam was doing the thing. So like, when we tested Temporus ages ago, even with 20k armor, Temporus could just insta-kill the bear. And we only got through it at level 70. With Bloodlust. I can't remember if the bear was 70. And we had all the buffed armor quest pieces, like Bogstruck. Like there's some leather pieces that have like buffed armor. I'm pretty sure we had like 20k armor. Because like Temporus hits for like 6k physical. Like the damage here is just ludicrous. Like this is a different game.
Hey, how you doing?
Like remember, like raid trash in vanilla with 6k armor hit for 750. In this, on a character with 8 or 9k armor, it hits for 1500. Those skelly boys with like 13k armor hit for 2.2. And Temporus hits for like 6 to 7k. So like this is a different game. But we're getting ahead of ourselves, so we'll just... I've forgotten where all these mobs spawn. And they do... It's hard to know when he appears. Oh shit, there he is. The timer. But these first ones are real easy, so it doesn't really matter. This one's just tank and spank. We don't even use cooldowns, because we don't need them. Excelente. Do we care about the damage? I don't think that matters.
Talk to me. What you want? What you... Hello? Who you be? Stay away from the... Yo! Have a good one!
This is like 2 mobs. And once the red text appears, they appear soon after. Oh fuck, this guy's hurt. Heal me! Oh shit, I started pressing. We put AoE back on. I didn't expect that to hit so hard, man. We put AoE back on. That was a mistake. Like, I completely forgot what this one was. I guess we should have equipped, like, tanking gear. We're kind of out of, That was a bit of a disaster, but I didn't expect that to be so hard. I was thinking it was someone else. We just got insta-shreked at the start. I was not expecting that.
Greetings, man. I'll be seeing you.
Hey, how you doing?
Who the fuck is Rockdar? That's the big golem thing. I think we have to equip armor. I didn't expect to get our ass kicked so bad. I don't actually remember what any of these bosses do. We just equip all our armor gear. We've got all the buffs. We should drink and heal.
It's still recharging. I can't use that.
We have 65 drink now, so it shouldn't take as long. I wasn't expecting our ass to get kicked so hard. I guess we need armor. I don't remember, have we recorded the Ring of Blood on TBC?
Be good.
This is the big golem guy, right? Fuck! Fuck, we're too slow. I'm gonna put this on. I have to go back and watch, like, why did we get our ass kicked so hard? Oh shit, he's immune to... Oh, and the warrior, what? I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's happening. Why was he immune to everything? He's immune to everything and his hitbox is really small. What a strange fight. We're out of mana, but it's over? That was pretty fucking terrible. I don't think the damage really matters here, right? I think his hitbox was a bit buggy as well. Oh shit, no one has fucking... Do you pick or do you get both? He has no inventory. We can update potions on everyone though. You can delete this.
I can't carry it.
Fuck you, man. What do I delete, man? This.
Spirits be with you.
You can update your mana pots. Oh shit, what was your mana pot key? What is it? 9. 9? 9. 9? What is this? 18 to 3000 versus 13 to 22. Everyone's got buffs. Put some buffs on. This is the shadow one, yeah. This is the shadow one, so we want shadow aura. Does he do AoE shadow? He doesn't do fizz, so we can put all the fizz shit back on. Like, armor's not gonna help here. $88 shadow. We have no, like, green shadow res gear. What was I gonna do? Should everyone else put their shadow cloaks on? I don't know if he does shadow damage to everyone else. I'll just put everyone's cloak on.
Have a good one.
Then drink. We'll see if 88 shadow res. If we just get our ass kicked, we'll have to come back later. Or something, I don't know. Like, usually you find at least some... Oh! And because he's got a spell that... Because he has a spell that, like, disables... He does magic resist. So what we're going to do is we're going to comment out... Corruption. Would it be better to use, like... Does he have native shadow res? I don't even know, because he does shadow bolts. What I was going to do is comment out corruption, which should trigger the shadow. So the first thing he'll cast is immolate, which is fire damage. He'll cast the fire debuff, and then theoretically the shadow thing should work. But he might... I don't remember if he's just immune to shadow damage. Period. So if he's just immune to shadow damage, then we're just fucked. We still have 8 minutes on the buff.
Keep it real.
Here we go! And he knocks you around and shit. Oh shit! You're taking like 3k shadow damage or something? But he is taking a lot of damage. So we have that going for us. Woo! That wasn't too bad. The positioning was kind of shit though. Did we check the damage? What did the lock do? Did he do any damage with Shadow Bolts? He did like 8k, so that's fine I guess. I couldn't look at his debuffs to see what he actually did. You were just fucking sundering the whole time. We might struggle to hit these mobs though. He's like 67, like we might just be too fucking weak for this.
Who you? How you talk to me? Inventory is full.
Fuck, I hate that. What else can we get rid of, man? I guess we get rid of this. We don't need this right now. Is there some shitty item we could get rid of? Ah, oh no. Fuck. I guess we just get rid of this. We don't need this right now.
I can't carry anymore.
No! Can't you stack pots more than 5? Fuck, we need to get rid of 3 items, man. There's no way we can get rid of 3 items, man. Fuck. 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 I guess we're just getting rid of this old vanilla gear. Whoops. And this. Whoops.
Later. I can't carry anymore.
Fuck, what do you get rid of? What is this? Oh, it's shit. Fish scales, gone. We might need this stuff, even though we'll never use it, man.
Be seeing you.
Thanks, Steve. Is that everyone?
Hey, how you doing?
This is just a fizz one, so we put this back on. We kept the shadow on, we put Bogstruck on. Oh, we put all the armor shit back on. I can't believe how bad our ass got kicked by those two rogues, man. I was not expecting that at all. 15k armor. We have to rebuff because our buffs will fall off.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Check Lepets. You can't see the time on it. Never mind. Still heaps on that. Devotion. Devotion, equipped armor.
What's up?
I don't think we need anything else.
Keep it real.
Here we go. They're kind of standing far away. I don't really like this position. Harry! This is not who I thought it was. Oh, he charges random mobs and shit. That's bad. You want someone further away than the priest, right? We're gonna save cooldowns for the last one. Everyone's doing their thing, I think. He seems extremely tanky though. Whoa! What just happened? Why did we just die? He hit me for 3k, and then he instantly hit me for another 1k. We were out of mana. Were we low? It didn't look like we were low. We'll just do a live heal. We'll do a legitimate live heal. Woo. Just one to go. That damage seemed real low.
Hello, man.
Hey, because we died, we failed. Why do I fail? Is it not a party quest? Like, why do I fail? Everyone else completed, but I failed. We have to do it again? I have to do it again.
I can't use that item yet. It's
Drink? Why did we fail? Do you have to survive? I thought it's a group quest. Like, we seem to be doing okay, and then we just died at the end, somehow. Is there anything else we could have done? There's not. We can use cooldowns, but then if we use cooldowns, we have to wait. We just use cool clear for the last one, I guess. We'd have to come back 10 minutes later. XD?
That spell isn't ready yet.
I didn't expect that one to be the one that we fail on. Buffs.
Time is money, friend.
We're wearing the armor. Like, I wonder if, like, wearing damage would be better here.
Be good.
So we want the hunter further away. What the fuck is this? It's a different one. What the fuck is this? It's different. This one could be easier. I don't... This is not what I remember. Am I thinking of the Wrath one or the Kata one? I could have used a potion. I didn't want to. Because I'm stingy. Does he have like insane DR or something? That's not what I remember. Maybe I just don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking of the Kata one. That's the last time we did a Ring of Blood quest. We could have used a potion. Like, we didn't use the potion in the first one. I guess we should have.
Talk to me. How you doing?
XD?
Stay away from the...
We'll probably definitely need to use a potion on this one. Why is he so tanky at the end, though? Oh, we forgot to take corruption off, man. I don't think the T key is gonna work, man. I don't think this is set. I don't think that the T key thing is gonna work. Is everyone's T key set? I just don't think it's dispellable at all. Broadcast off.
It's still recharging.
Buffs are all good. We use aspect of the wild here. Nature res. Oh, we could have taken... No, we were wearing it. 15k armor. Everyone's still wearing the fucking... shadow cloaks. Whoops. The timing on this one's different because he fucking walks down. We have to position everyone to spread for the nature res. We use devotion. That's fine. Buffs.
What's up?
I think we just go. Our damage seems really low. I don't like how low our damage is. So we're back after some fuckery, but we'll explain that at the end. Basically, the damage is not... It's changed. The chain lightning damage was changed from 6 years ago, and it was like 8k lightning damage. 8k, I have 6.2, it would insta-kill anyone. It was just ludicrous. We're just gonna start blasting. We have to pot. Use this. Cooldowns. Cooldowns, pots. Cooldowns. Keep blasting. Act as if you know what's going on. 5 stacks. Go. Excellent. Did anyone have any idea what was happening? And our reward? Our reward? Some Pogger's weapons. Give me that shit! Wait, everyone has to get it.
Hello. What you want?
You want the axe? The staff is kind of shit for casters. You get that, and you take the fist weapon. There's really no stat sticks in TBC. Because this is shit. Just 30 ag. Boom! Oh, fuck off, man. What do I delete, man? Do I delete some tea? I don't want to delete that. It was free. It was given to me. Oh, we can delete this. Fuck it. It was a gift.
Later.
And the hunter? What can you delete? Fuck. 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 What do you delete? I don't want to delete any of this, man. This is kind of shit. I'd rather sell it than delete it. No, I guess we delete the bandages that we got given as a gift. And we take this. So we did this to wrap it up real quick. Fuck, where is the fucking staff, man? What did I delete from this character? It was somewhere down here, right? There it is. Woo! Insane upgrade. So we did this with... We got to 65 quick. But at the same time, we would usually get to 65 slower and have done all of Terracar and quested Nagrand. So we have pretty bad gear. So it just shows how handsome and a genius and athletic. But yeah, so we have the fucking item. So we got to 65. So it's like, as soon as you get to 65, we did this at 65 as soon as we can. So we know more about TBC, right? So we don't have to. You don't have to do all the quests or role play like a proper clear. Like usually you would do this, then do the dungeons here. You'd do this, then do the dungeons here. You would do this. Those dungeons are later, then you would go here, I think. And then do those shadow labs and all that. Then you would go here. So we're doing this because there's just quests that you can do. Because there's a lot of gear that just comes from quests. So you can, instead of doing all that shit, just go straight to the quests and just do it and do the minimum, right? So that's what I thought here. But on cMaNGOS, with the insane damage, it's not that easy to just do that. So like, we couldn't do it at 65 on other comps. Because the damage and tankiness was too shit. And we have a recording of the Pally group. Can we just quickly equip Void Axe? Insane upgrade. But I mean, yeah, so like but at the same time, like getting to 65 and getting this weapon and then going back to like Underbog. But Underbog's like a pretty easy dungeon as well. But so what was the issue? Because we're cutting this out of another video, right? And adding it on. So the damage on Mogor, the fucking... Oh, we should probably check the damage. Somehow he this guy has slam now, by the way. It's pretty impressive if I say so myself. The slam macro, the slum. Does anyone remember that? The slum macro is insane. Like, you will be amazed. We're just sort of all over the place here. And then, that's the merged DPS. But so the issue was, before we did anything, we came to do this. Like we did the previous ones, then we attempted him. And the chain lightning was just hitting for 8k. 8,000. So unless you resist, it would insta-kill you. I have fucking, you know, this much HP. I can't even read these numbers, man. Like, the damage was insane. I was like, this is wrong, right? Like, this is not right. And then I went back and watched. We have one recording of this. We never recorded the original. Is this even on? Yeah. We never recorded the original warrior, priest, mage lock of this, which we eventually got down, but not at 65 for sure. but we never recorded it. And then we did a Pally group. Was that group 2? I can check on here. Group 2, Ring of Blood. Pal, Shaman, Mage, Hunter. Like, what the fuck was that, man? Like, what was I thinking? But, so I was like, this damage is just, this is insane. Like, this is just wrong. From, like, 6 years ago, right? So, $2021, man. That's fucking insane, man. So then I went back and looked at that video, because I recorded stuff when I tested this comp ages ago, but then I deleted it because I was just clearing space. I had all these recordings, I didn't even check, and I hadn't renamed them, so I kept all the ones that I renamed because I figured that those were important. But I deleted the ones that I never renamed, assuming that it's just junk. But I'm pretty sure I recorded one. But so I went back and watched, I can show it in a minute. I went back and watched the fucking Group 2 PAL one. And the chain lightning was hitting for 2.2. Like 2250. Whereas this was hitting for fucking 8,000. Like, just ludicrous, man. And it was literally impossible. Like, it just one-shots you. So, like, in 6 years, they changed it to make the damage fucking 8,000. So, based on that video, I have gone back and lowered the damage of these spells to what it was in that video. Which is still higher than, Thingo. And he hits for fucking... He hits the DPS for like 6k melee when he enrages. 6k. He hits the tank for like what? Like 2 to 3k, right? Like non-crit. Like the damage here is fucking ludicrous, man. So like there's us doing it. There's us doing it early with a better comp. And not full quested gear. And then there's us doing all of that on top on cMaNGOS. Where the damage is just fucking ludicrous. But so the first thing we will show is how to unfuck the damage. But we haven't done this in a while, so you guys who are interested may have forgotten how you do this. So, I guess we should show in game first. Like, how would you approach trying to change something in the game? You first need to get GUID .guid. This is a command, a GM command, and it will give you the number of this creature. This creature is called Mogor. His ID number in the database, 18069. So that's the ID of this creature. We then have to switch to... Can I show this? We now have to switch to the database, right? This is MySQL Workbench. It's what you use. It's a program to look at databases. So you have that number, what was it, 18069 or whatever. So you then, and stuff has changed. The database structure, I think, has changed since I last looked at this. So it was different. It was different and new to me as well. But so first you have to find the creature spells, right? So you have to go down here. Obviously this is TBC cMaNGOS, the database. And then we got to find creature spell list. The reason the colors here are all fucked is because this is an old program, and for my eyes, flashbang absolutely destroys your eyes. If you're a programmer or you spend a lot of time on a computer, you should never use default flashbang colors. It will absolutely destroy your eyes. So I always try to make dark themes, but this is an old piece of software that inbuilt dark themes didn't exist when this shit was made, and it's just never been updated. But what I've done here is like a custom hacky edit to make some of it dark, but it's still pretty bad, so it's an insane flashbang. But so first you got to go to creature spell list. I think I've gone over here. So creature spell list is a list of is it creature spell list or something else? Fuck. It's not creature spell list. Fuck, which one is it? Fuck. I thought it was creature spell. It's not this, is it? It's not this. What is it? Oh, it's this. Creature temp, because this is confusing. And like when you don't know, this is why it's important to have good naming conventions, but like we'll get to that. Creature template spells. Like I literally did this like 5 minutes ago, and like it's so convoluted that I've already forgotten what I did, man. So creature template spells, this is a list that links the unit ID with the spells it has available to cast. So we start with what is the mob, what's its GUID, then we find out what spells can it cast, these are these numbers here, and then we find these spells in spell template. So in creature template spells, select star from creature template spells where entry equals the ID of the mob that we are interested in. We then get, because all these tabs are me like trying to find shit. We then go, we just did that, then we get these numbers, the spells, and we go to spell template, select a spell template with those spell IDs which we just got from creature template spells. These are the spells he can cast, and this is what that database looks like. And like, I'll just look at the name row first so we can confirm. So Healing Wave, Chain Lightning, Summon Ice Totem, Flame Shock. These are the 4 spells of Mogor, right? And you have spell name. And you can look at this table. There's all these cryptic columns, like attributes. Attributes X, X1 to fucking 6. You've got like fucking flags, casting time. Some of these make sense, some of them are cryptic, right? Totem, reagent, effect. Like, why we're trying to change the damage, right? Why not have a column that's like spell minimum damage, spell max damage, and I could change that. But that doesn't exist here. And you could think like, why wouldn't you do that? And I think in this case it's like you're trying to make a more generic table where you can reuse columns for multiple things. So you can have like effect flag. What is the type? So like, is it a damage spell? Is it a buff? Is it something else? And then effect is like something else. rather than and you can use this for multiple things depending on the flag. But it's like, are we so stingy that we're saving? Because again, the bigger these tables get, the slower the access time is. And this is happening thousands, millions of times, right? It costs server time to look up all these numbers all the time. But so we're trying to change the damage on this spell because it's way too high and there's no column that is like damage. So we have to find out how this spell works, which is cryptic. And you would have to go... I'll just swap back to here and find the tab. And then go back to this. This is web browser. You would have to look up the cMaNGOS database struct. This is the wiki on the GitHub. And you would have to look up these tables and try to understand this. And remember, this is a reverse engineer project spanning fucking decades. And the people who started this, I don't believe they're here still. And none of this documentation was ever fully written out. And at the same time, it's a reverse engineer, so you're trying to fit something that already exists. You're not building something from scratch, because you're working with a client that already exists and does things the way it was coded when it was made. And you're trying to work with that. You're not making a client and a server at the same time, so you are kind of railroaded into things that you have to do. So we're looking for fucking spell template. And then you would have to read all of these things. And like the main important thing is, in here there is a flag that is like spell scales with whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. But level or some shit. These three here, base level, spell level. Because I couldn't, because I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible. I couldn't find a damage number, because I've done this in the past for other spells, but here I couldn't find just like a damage number that I could change. But I found that this is a spell that is, its damage changes with spell level. So then I'm like, I'll change the spell level, and that's where we got to here. So we're going to change the spell level. Before I did anything, this was set to 20, and it was hitting for 8k. I then set it to 10, and it was hitting for like 100,000. And then I set it to 1, and it was hitting for like 1 million. So then I was like, obviously we're going the wrong way here. So then I set it to 30. And then 40, and then 50. And 50 was too low, the damage was too low. Because we're trying to get it to 2250, 2300, which is what it was 6 years ago. So this is, we settled on setting it to 46. And this puts it at the same damage that it was when I did it 6 years ago. So whatever they did, because they've done things like they're trying to move stuff out of certain ways that it's done. So I think that's what they've done here. And you can't just look up the history, because like this is all just so cryptic to like find anything. But the point is, to get back to the damage that it was, we had to do this. And set it to 46. And that's how we got the damage back to what it was 6 years ago. So the fight is what it was. So yeah, that's that. That's modifying a fucking spell. It's a fucking nightmare. And like, you can see how like, naming shit is for us as programmers so we understand what you're working on. And someone who's never worked on this or wasn't here when it started can come in here and find out how to do shit. When it's all cryptic, and like someone, maybe you thought you were a sick optimization or whatever, but all you're doing is making it hard. I don't believe that we're saving anything by doing this anymore. Like compilers can do things that they couldn't do ages ago, and optimize things that, like, I don't know, I don't think it's something you need to do anymore. But that's like a whole other rant. So that's how to fix the damage. And now, when we finished slave pens, we had just leveled to, was it 64 or 65? I think 65, which gave us slam, so we can show the macro, because that's what we've been using. But one other thing, I can't remember because I'm going to cut this out of another video, that one thing we didn't talk about is like the enrage that he does. As far as I know, there's no way to dispel it. I can't remember if I already talked about this. But so when he dies for the first time and he comes back enraged, and it buffs his fucking melee damage and attack speed or whatever. And I would think that you can either trank shot or like dispel it in some way. But as far as I know, nothing works on it. I don't know if it's the same on live. And like going back to we talked about Temporus being like the hardest fight in the game, because he enrages and he can insta-kill the tank even with like 20k armor. Like the pally got logged out, so we don't have devotion. We're at like 15k. I'm pretty sure when we did Temporus, we did it with 20k armor, and he could still just one-shot us, and the only way we got through it was being level 70 and having Bloodlust. And like, we talk about how shit the warrior tank was, but the warrior tank is good on that fight because the warrior tank is good at single target fizz defense with shield block, and he's got like cooldowns and that. But he also shield slam purges the enrage. So like the tank was automatically purging the enrage. So like we never actually struggled with Temporus. We struggled getting to Temporus because that mage lock comp that we were playing was shit. It was just shit. But it's really shit at killing trash. Those portals summon all those mobs, and like mobs in cMaNGOS don't just hit really hard, but they have like 10 times the health of everything on live. And the way I can prove this is like during vanilla, I watched like classic live multiboxes, and like for example, Emperor at the end of BRD, like a dude was playing with three mages. 3 frostbolts, one volley of 3 frostbolts did like 50% of Emperor's life. Whereas when I'm playing it, like 3 frostbolts would be less than like 10% of his life, man. Like not only do the mobs hit insanely hard, but their total health is way higher, like 10 times higher. So that in Black Morass, when you're trying to do the portals, just killing those summon adds was a fucking nightmare. And on that comp with a warrior tank mage lock. It was fucking terrible. So just spawning the bosses was a nightmare because our damage was mega shit because no group synergy. The tank is shit, so he's bad at getting threat for a pack, so you couldn't just AoE the pack. And then you've constantly got to be drinking. Whereas this melee comp has insanely high damage. The bear does really good AoE threat, not as good as a paladin. So doing those waves is way easier. But doing Temporis is really hard. Because Temporis can just insta-kill the bear with his enrage. And he has no like defensive cooldowns. And the only dispel that we have is Trank Shot, or apparently Arcane Shot. And it's not automatic. But like we'll have to have like a T key. And even then I don't know if it's fast enough. So we'll see when we get there. Like obviously it's way easier. Spawning Temporis will not be an issue. But actually killing him might be an issue. We might not be able to do it until we have all of the fucking buffed armor pieces. And like level 70. And also crushing hits, like the damage you take when your defense is like, because obviously those mobs are 72 or whatever. I feel like crushing is different here as well. Because not only do the mobs do like double the damage, but crushing, they can crush easier than, I believe they crush easier, and the crush multiplies that double damage as well. So like, the damage is just ludicrous. So that's talking about Enrage and how we have no way to do it. We set up a fucking... We set up a fucking cast Rand Trank and Arcane Shot, but we didn't end up using it here. But I don't believe you can dispel... I don't believe you can dispel this guy's Enrage, but the Temporis one you can apparently. So like when we get there, so like that's that, like Mega Ramble. But so we want to show the insane slam macro. So we need to swap this. We need this. And we go back here, and then we swap to this. So obviously like you hit whatever points to get this 2 and 2 in improved slam, and then we make a new slam macro. This is only, we do it for single target DPS and AoE, not the Sunder key, because the Sunder key is just you sundering. That's the priority, right? So the slam, because obviously these macros don't fit in one macro. So this hasn't changed at all. The slam, we just call it slam because it's a new pair of macros. This is still the same. But then S dump becomes part 2 of the macros, the one that changes. Obviously the start is the same, auto overpower, auto victory rush, auto execute. But here, remember in vanilla when we realized that you could read the swing timer? But then I thought, Because you know how like WoW players get mega elitist about like optimizing Fury on Classic. But like the thing with the swing timer shit is like the game is batched. Like the game, what you see on the swing timer is not what's happening in real life on the server. Like there's obviously ping and then batching. So like even if you think that you're like optimizing the swing timer, what's actually happening on the server is not really the case. But that's like another rant. That's like a side rant. But so the rotation is to auto attack, slam, and then use a skill. So how do we do that? We read the swing timer, and remember how I said we got 2 swing timer add-ons because I couldn't find the variable for the swing timer in LVUI because LVUI is just fucking convoluted, and I can open this shit up when I was looking for it. Like Elf Swing Lure. We're just gonna rant for like 1,000 years. And like you could find all this like swing bar shit, but I couldn't find the actual variable that holds the number. And everything in the client, it's not like it's some conversion. If you remember from vanilla, like you had to do this weird function to get the actual swing timer time. So I just couldn't find like here we would find like, oh, maybe what it is these are private variables that I just don't have access to. I don't know. Like it says. Like, lure's a bit weird. But, like, I couldn't get at, like, there's, you know, like, these variables, like, element, 2-hand. I couldn't get any of this to work. I couldn't read any of these numbers and get anything useful out of it. So then I took that old A bar where you just have fucking A bar underscore main hand, and we use that. So going back to here, if A bar, because these numbers don't represent, you have to do minus get time. And based on your swing timer, if the swing timer has greater than this number, it means that you just swung. So if you just swung, cast slam, cast slum. And then, so this line will happen first. And then if, I think this is Mortal Strike, if Mortal Strike is off cooldown and the main hand still has 0.5 seconds, I don't think this matters. It's more of when you're mashing, right? But so like if it's got 0.5 seconds left, then Mortal Strike. And if it is off cooldown, then Whirlwind. And then Dump. So if you've just swung, Slam. If it's counting down but you've still got time, then use another skill. And it works fucking perfectly. It's really cool. And that's the Slam macro. That's the slam single target macro. And then the AoE one, we had to do some fuckery because this macro got so big that it stopped working. Oh, well, I uncommented this. Maybe I can put it back in. Because I was checking whether shit... It would start working if I took stuff out. But anyway, in AoE, you only want to slum if you've got sweeping strikes. If you don't have sweeping strikes, you should cleave. Because the slam is like way more damage. But obviously in AoE it only hits if it only hits multiple if you've got sweeping strikes. So what we have to do is, this is the code to find the buff if you have sweeping strikes. Then if you have sweeping strikes and you've just swung, then do a slum. Otherwise do nothing. And then if sweeping strikes is off cooldown, use sweeping strikes. Otherwise cast whirlwind. And if mana's over 80, dump cleave, right? And then I couldn't add anything else to this macro, otherwise it would stop working. So then we have to go back to the AoE macro. And I had to put fucking Mortal Strike back in here. If Whirlwind is off cooldown, then Mortal Strike. Because this macro still worked if I added that back in, but if I put it in the other one... Because obviously if Whirlwind's off cooldown, then you're Mortal Striking. So the priority is if you've got sweeping strikes, then slam. If you can sweeping strike, do that. Then whirlwind. Because slam is more damage than whirlwind, right? It's a better use of sweeping strikes than whirlwind. And then, if Whirlwind's off cooldown, use Mortal Strike. So that's the slam macro, and it works perfectly. I don't know if I should try... I don't know if I should try, these mobs probably kill me though. I don't think I can fight these mobs. To demonstrate some safe mobs. Is there only one mob here? Can you see this? So he does the slam. And then he would do the Mortal Strike if his rage is obviously high enough. And he does the Mortal. But he's obviously too weak to fight mobs by himself. And I was too slow to run away with GM command. Keith War. And then the AoE version is 3J. So sweeping slam. Because he has an assist in the macro, this doesn't work as well as it should. So I can't really show this here. I can't really show this here because he keeps swapping targets. But you can just trust me that it works real nice. So yeah. That's that macro. Now I have to do this to get back to here. So that was the warrior slam. Fuck, did anything else change since? Did we talk about fixing? I don't remember if we talked about, we broke Serpent Sting. And we had to take stuff out and put it in a different macro. I think we already talked about that, but the other thing was in the slave pens video, fuck, what's it called? Multishot was broken because the spell, we had learned a bunch of spells and our book had changed, which changed all the numbers, which meant these numbers were wrong and he wasn't multi-shotting. So the whole slave pens dungeon, he wasn't multi-shotting, which it's not a huge deal because that dungeon is really easy, but like our damage could have been way higher. And we've done, like we did more runs of it and we actually put the lock back on Hellfire and it was fine. So we could have Hellfired there because that dungeon's easy. So maybe it's not that bad to use Hellfire. Because the bear does do a lot of threat with his heal. And then obviously swipe hits 3. But I don't know if Seed of Corruption will ever be usable. I think it might be bugged. I guess we'll talk about it when we get it, but you don't get it till, what, like 70? So you never even use it anyway, like the game's over. But what I think, like Seed of Corruption is supposed to, like you cast it on the thing and then when it dies, it blows up for like 1200 shadow damage on everything. And what it's supposed to do is you get 1200 threat on everything that it hits, right? But what I think it actually does, and is bugged, is if it hits 5 mobs, that's 1200 times 5, and it gives you like 6k threat. It gives you 6k threat as if it was one mob, and then everything runs straight to you and you have permanent. It's been ages since I've used it, but I found it was, even with the bear, it was unusable. Because you cast it, everyone's attacking that target, it blows up, it hits for like 6k shadow, and it treats that damage as one, I think it's bugged or something. Like Hellfire ticks for like 300 or whatever, but it ticks for 300 individually on every mob, right? It's not that it ticks, if you hit 3 mobs, it's not ticking for 1500, for 900 or whatever. Like 300 times 3. You're getting 300 threat on each mob. So like Hellfire is not bugged like that. But the way it seemed with Seed of Corruption was like, you cast it, it goes off, and then it treats all of that threat as if you did it to one mob and gives you 6k threat, and then you've got infinite aggro forever and you just die. And it was unusable. Because as soon as you cast it, everyone's attacking that mob, it blows up, gives him 6k threat, you'll never get it back. And he just dies. And it was just pointless. Like, he's just run into a pack, Seed of Corruption goes off, oh, the lock's dead. Go into a pack, Seed of Corruption goes off, oh, the lock's dead. It was just a waste of time. So that's that. Then we were talking about there's no good stat sticks for Hunter. Like, this is fucking Peacemaker from fucking vanilla. We still haven't found anything better than this. Like, these are worse than Peacemaker. I was thinking we could now use, like, this is crap. Like, random one axes we found is shit. This 70 attack power quest, this is shit. This axe is shit. Explorer's walking stick, this is shit. Like, they're all shit. So I was thinking, finally, with this fist weapon, where did it go? I can't, oh, it's here. 1100, 17.2. Oh, it's still worse. It's less crit. 1100, it's 11 attack power. Attack power, but like way less. Or am I blind? Yeah, 17. It's like 11 attack power for what? Like, fuck, where is it again? This one. 17.25. 11 attack power for fucking... like 0.5 crit. Like, there's no good stat stick. They're all shit, man. So, yeah. That's a long ramble, but I think it's funny. Oh! Then we were supposed to watch. We can go back and watch. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but we could go back and watch. Shit, it's not this window. This one. We could go back and watch this one. This is funny. What do we need? Desktop cam. So this is our video. Like, we played in this format back then because we didn't know how to set up proper window swapping with ultra wide, and we still wanted to have space for a window to do something else. But so, like, look at this comp. Like, what were we thinking with this comp? Like, I don't even know what we were thinking. Like, Paladin, obviously the better tank, but then Shaman, Mage, Hunter. Like, I don't even, like, why two mages? I guess because we got our ass. I can't even remember what I was thinking back then. Like, we still didn't. I don't think we found the WoW TBC GG website. This was group 2. I still don't think we found that website. And I think because our first run was so bad, we wanted double sheep. Then we picked Hunter because it's like the TBC class, like Beastmaster Hunt. And then we picked Pally. And then I don't know why we picked Sham. But I don't even remember. Does the flame... Is there a totem that adds spell damage, and does that add it to fucking consecration? Because the main if I did the Pally comp, it would be Pally Mage Lock Boomkin for the 5% spell crit. And then I don't know if you want Sham if the spell, if he adds, does that spell add spell damage? Or do you just want a priest? Like, that's what we would have used. So this is just the mega jank comp. And these two mages were still fucking frost mages. From Agalol. Mages. So I don't know if that was because we didn't know, or the arcane mage just burnt too much mana and was just unusable, or it just ripped thread. I can't remember what the issue was, but like we still didn't even think about it.
I can't attack that.
But so we can watch this. So that we based the damage on what we saw here. He never hit he never hit the fucking... oh, there you go. Like 1700 plus whatever resisted. So about 2200, right? So that's what the damage that we... And we were 66. Even with this comp, we couldn't do this until 66.
I need to target something first.
Revive. Oh, we can compare the DPS numbers. This is why it's good to have all the stats on the screen so you can go back and check it, right? And we got it down. Easy. Like, my favorite thing was like get your ass kicked through the entire dungeon and then finally clear it and just write easy fucking god. Come on. Oh my god. But like we can compare. I can't even read it though. I have to full screen it up here. So on the Mogor fight, what sort of numbers did we... This was a level 66 or higher. So the Pally only did like 215. Oh, but I don't know if this number is for just this fight. It's probably affected. It's not a reset. And we didn't We didn't click all the UI bits. It's probably a reset, right? Yeah, so it's not based on the fight, so it's not an accurate comparison. We could add the priest to do something for damage if he's got nothing to do, but I haven't bothered to do that. But so the pally was only hitting 215 DPS. And then everything's combined, so we need a merge to get the comparison. Oh, the warrior's not in our party anymore, so we can't even see it. I mean the... Oh, he's got GM on. We can no longer see this. He's not in our group anymore. Does this unfuck itself? No, we've lost it. We'll have to go back and watch the fucking VOD. Because he was AFK, so he dropped out of the fucking thing. So this level 66 Hunter... combined damage was only hitting 480, but it's not a full reset. It's overall. Whereas here we're hitting 790. With the pet, the mages were hitting 550, 560. This is 670. And then obviously the bear was hitting 350 versus the pally's 215. And then the warrior's not on here. So like the damage is like way higher. But it's not a full perfect comparison. But we're like mega rambling at this point, and this is like an add-on to the other video of like the first 4 bits. So I think we'll leave it there. So now we go back to Underbog with insane weapons. So until the next time, I guess. We also we trained today, and we had a really shitty training session. We like maybe we'll make a post about this. How to ruin your training session. We felt strong, so we went for extra volume. It's just funny when I explain it, right? We went for extra volume. We then failed the extra volume on the way up in a long grind. We then can't put that weight back on the rack because it's too heavy. We have to lower the weight. I don't fit under the bar like I used to. The only way I can get it back up is to front squat it. So we drop the weight, we then front squat it back up. But front squat is really bad for us, like it's a bad exercise. So it's draining. But because we felt strong, we were determined to go for this heavier single. We then still go for the heavy single. We failed it. We failed it. In the process of failing it, I like pulled a muscle in my ass. And lower back. It's not a big deal. Like pulling muscles is more of a sign of like, it's a good sign, like that you're getting stronger. But your body hasn't adapted yet. Like you're getting stronger faster than your body can properly adapt it. If it's a minor pull of a muscle. It usually happens when you're like a beginner. And then from pulling those muscles, I can no longer do any back down volume. Like I can't hold the weight at all. Like it's too painful. I can't pick the weight up. So we had to drop the weight to get the bar back on the fucking the rack. Then what's the next exercise? Is squat OHP. So OHP, usually I clean the OHP into a front rack and then do OHP just as like a combination exercise. With this strain, I can no longer clean or pick up anything from the floor. I have to do like I think it's called a Legionnaire squat. Is that where you go like this? I have to put the bar onto my knee and then Legionnaire squat to lift it up. I have to put it onto the safeties. I then have to rest and then do like a hang power clean into the front rack, and only then can I strict press it. Just because with this strain, I can't even pick up weight anymore. It was a fucking disaster. Like, how to ruin... But, like, you want to go for... If you feel strong, you want to go for a heavier single. So, like, it's what I should have done. It's just bad because I won't be back. If I could be back in the gym after 4 days, like, it doesn't matter, right? But I won't be back for 19 days with FIFO. Like, I live on a 3-week cycle. I train once every 19 days. If you have a bad training session, it's 19 days until you can train again. Obviously, my job is 12 hours of training every day, but, like, that's another thing. And, like, our job conflicts with our gym goals, because, like, I don't have time to eat or control over my diet or time to train or time to sleep, and I do way too much cardio. Like, I'm struggling to maintain 95 kilos because of just how much cardio that I have to do. Like, I can't gain weight. Like, it's impossible. I don't have time to eat, and I don't have control over my diet. So, like, it's just a complete conflict of, like, goals. Like, if I could get back to 110, I think I could hit 160, 200, like, squat deadlift, but I can't gain weight right now with this job. But the job is way too, like, there's no job in Australia that'll pay you this much. This job pays more than double what any 3 or 4 year STEM degree would pay you. Like, it's insane, man. But, like, we're mega rambling at this point, so we'll just cut it here. So until the next time, we'll try to get Underbog done as well. Goodbye.